Welcome to the Noob-Proof Guide for Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and beauty. I'll be going over her mechanics, her utilities, and her love for doves. I'll also cover her abilities and provide tips you'll be able to apply in your next match. Item builds and conquest specific strategies will be avoided as these tend to change quite frequently. Feel free to skip to any part of this video that fits your needs. Roll the intro.
Aphrodite.
Aphrodite is part of the mage class. She deals magical damage and is typically seen in the support role, although she has seen some past success in both solo and mid lane as well. Having one of the strongest healing abilities in the game, Aphrodite can be quite frustrating for enemies, yet the love for doves is well appreciated by all her allies. Being able to attach herself to an ally and provide them with damage, mana regeneration, and movement speed buff, along with healing and practically saving their lives, is quite remarkable. Be warned though, being the center of attention will come with its own risks. Passive, center of attention. Aphrodite gains stacks of 4 physical and magical protection for each friendly and enemy god around her. Ability number 1, Kiss. Aphrodite blows a kiss. When hitting an ally, she will link herself to her new soulmate, providing herself and her soulmate increased movement speed. Hitting an ally with this ability will reduce its cooldown to 1 second. If the kiss hits an enemy god, they are stunned and Aphrodite's soulmate becomes jealous, gaining a short duration power buff. The kiss will prioritize hitting allies over enemies. It will pass through enemies to hit an ally, but will stun enemies if the ally is already linked. In addition, 50% of all mana regeneration by Aphrodite is shared with her soulmate. Ability number 2, Back Off. Aphrodite sends out a short blast around herself, damaging, slowing, and knocking back enemies. If she is linked to an ally, this effect also emanates from her soulmate. If an enemy were to be hit by both, only the one originating from Aphrodite will apply. Ability number 3, Lovebirds. Aphrodite summons a flock of doves in a line in front of her. Enemies caught by the doves take damage over time for the next 3 seconds. Aphrodite and her soulmate also receive healing and decreased cooldowns when cast. Ability number 4, the ultimate, Undying Love. Upon activation, Aphrodite and her soulmate are instantly cleansed of all crowd control, receive immunity to crowd control, and become invulnerable for a short duration. In addition, they both receive the jealousy buff. The following is based on years of personal experience. Every player has their own style and preferences, and that's alright. If you disagree with any of them, feel free to let us know in the comments below. We try to keep an open mind and are always willing to learn to get better at the game that we love. Aphrodite's first ability, Kiss, increases in damage, increases in movement speed, increases jealousy damage, and decreases its cooldown with every point. Quite valuable as a support. Her second ability, Back Off, provides increased damage, quite valuable as a mid laner or a solo laner. Her third ability, Lovebirds, provides increased damage and healing. Whenever possible, put points in the ultimate. That being said, here is our recommended level up order. Tip number 1, Kiss the Birds combo. When you are ready to engage the enemy, kissing an enemy target leaves them stunned and vulnerable for some love. The doves will deal significant damage while providing an easy opportunity for your allies to unleash lots of damage. All this while healing one of those said allies. Tip number 2, Kiss. Aphrodite's first ability, Kiss, enables her to connect with a single ally. So long as you consistently hit allies, its cooldown will never go above 1 second. This allows Aphrodite to switch between allies and provide healing while keeping her first ability at the ready. This ability's stun is also great for self-heal and as a disrupting tool, providing your soulmate with increased damage and both of you with increased movement speed. This can be very useful for rotating or getting back to lane, but be warned, using it in quick succession drains your mana very rapidly, so kiss responsibly. Tip number 3, Unstoppable Kiss. Aphrodite's first ability, Kiss, can go through all kinds of obstacles, including walls and enemies. It will track and attach itself to the closest ally being targeted during activation, meaning it's a homing kiss for the homies. Reaching an ally on the other side can be a lifesaver. Stunning an enemy through a wall can catch them by surprise and enable your allies to swoop in and finish them off. Tip number 4, Back Off. Aphrodite's second ability, Back Off, allows you to disrupt enemies. This can cancel channeling abilities like Bellona's Hammer Swing, enabling you to gain precious time to continue peeling or retreating. It will not knock back enemies around your soulmate, but will apply damage and slow enemies around them. Tip number 5, Love for Doves. Aphrodite's third ability, Lovebirds, is an important part of her kit. While it is not necessary to hit enemies to receive the healing portion, hitting enemies when trying to heal yourself or an ally is very beneficial, as it deals significant damage also. Try to aim this ability onto lined up or grouped up enemies to get the most out of it. This will enable you to slowly get ahead in lane or help swing a teamfight in your team's favor. Managing this ability's cooldown and mana use is key, as it's your main damage ability and healing ability. Tip number 6, Aggressive Affection. Aphrodite's ultimate ability, Undying Love, can be used to avoid high damage abilities or dangerous crowd control, but it can also be used aggressively and offensively to preemptively cleanse any crowd control, allowing your allies to go in and potentially get a kill. Tip number 7, Help is on the way, dear. Aphrodite's ultimate ability can be triggered while her kiss is still traveling. The effect will immediately apply to the targeted ally as soon as your kiss arrives. Activating your ultimate during the casting of the kiss will apply her ultimate to both the already linked ally but also the newly linked ally. For example, this can be used to cleanse 2 allies from an Artemis ultimate. Tip number 8, Item Synergy, Rod of Asclepius. Some items can often make a character feel just right. For Aphrodite, who's considered a strong healer, Rod of Asclepius is one of those items. Opposing players will generally purchase healing reduction items to help combat the immense healing she provides. This item will help to increase your heal to either nullify or reduce the amount of healing being prevented. This could help Aphrodite feel much more impactful. Tip number 9, Center of Attention. Aphrodite is well known in the community. Thanks to the large amount of healing and survivability she possesses, she is often a major target in teamfights. Keeping that in mind, due to her lack of mobility, good positioning is highly necessary to stay alive and provide assistance to your team. Staying behind or near allies at all times enables Aphrodite to gain protections from her passive and increase her survivability. Tip number 10, Countering Aphrodite. Aphrodite's kit attracts a lot of unwanted attention. Being able to shut her down or slow her down can be vital to winning a match. Dive bombs, anti-heal, displacement, walls, and slows are popular choices in countering Aphrodite. The lack of mobility makes it difficult for her to get out of a sticky situation. Fenrir Ultimate, Odin Cages, Ymir Walls, and Maui Poles can be great tools to force her out of position. Anti-heal items are often the first step to slowing her down. Gods with anti-heal in their kit can also be super valuable. Serket, Alpwash, and Cerberus are great examples of this. We really hope this video proved useful and that you'll be able to apply what you learned in your next match. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to comment below. You'll also be able to find links to Cabbage's socials or my socials down in the description. There is also a link to the Cabbage Core Discord, where we share Smite knowledge and cabbages. Thanks for watching, and see you all on the battleground.